Welcome back to the Hit Show podcast. I got two very uh old members. I ain't gonna say old, but the originals of the Hit Show podcast that started this whole podcast 4 years ago. And we have a very special topic. It's a very sensitive topic too. So for all the sensitive people, if you can't handle it, please don't watch, but leave a comment, share. So the topic of today is gonna be, can I lie to you and still protect you? Now, I'm going to introduce one of the original members, Cyan the Madman, who helped us start this show. You ain't seen him on here, but y'all know he got his own podcast and his own page, Cyan the Madman, on Instagram and YouTube. Y'all make sure to check him out. Welcome back, Cyan the Madman.
Thank you.
And we got another original that started us on the Hit Show 4 years ago. One of the originals, it was three of us. Bless the Hands Barbers back with us.
Hey.
Yeah, so we had an encounter, me and Cyan the Madman. It was a live encounter with somebody. And we were trying to protect somebody, right? And in certain situations, you have to, well, all of them, I'll say, you have to be honest when you're trying to protect somebody. Because if you lie to them, then you mislead them. So, can you lie to somebody and the other person protects you and you're lying to them?
Well, can I speak?
Go ahead.
I feel like that's impossible to do. It's really impossible to do. You got to tell the truth if you need help. Now, if you don't need help, I feel like you don't owe nobody the truth. Unless they're willing to sacrifice for you. If they're not willing to sacrifice for them, you don't owe them the truth. And you don't owe them a lie. You tell them whatever they can handle. If a person willing to sacrifice for you, you got to give them a certain amount of respect and grace. What you think, Barbara?
I think when you're lying, you can't protect them because you don't even know who you're protecting. You don't even know.
I have to agree with that. I can't agree with what Cyan said because it's the thing. When you tell somebody something they can handle, what's going to happen is they're going to keep thinking it's okay. So if I lie to you and I say, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have a wife, and me and you are dating, and then 3 or 4 months down the line, you find out I do have one, you could possibly harm my girlfriend, wife, whatever she is at the time, children, her schedule, my schedule, when we're at home with the kids. It could be a very dangerous situation. We've all seen it on Fatal Attraction. If you watch any of those shows on YouTube. So even though it's a small lie, one small lie can be very dangerous. It could be a life or death situation. And people need to take it seriously, especially the men. So I want to talk to some of the men today because I usually be on the men's side, but men have to start telling women the truth. Because women actually will respect you if you say, hey, I got a girlfriend. And to be honest with you, if she like you, it don't matter if you got a girlfriend. Just give her the respect to say yes or no. Do that.
I'm going to say something.
Okay.
I don't think women can handle the truth. I know you're saying that men have to start telling women the truth. But I believe most women cannot handle the truth. And I believe they really support the lie. It's more women that are side chicks and they're comfortable being side chicks than they are comfortable being the main chick. So they want to be a part of the lie. Most women, when you're a married man, you have more problems with a woman trying to communicate with you than when you're single. If you go up to a woman right now in the club and say, I'm single, and you're single, what's the problem? They're going to take your phone number. They're not even going to call you. But a married man, somehow they all just keep stumbling across married men and having bad situation with married men and end up in a side chick position. They want that position and they enjoy that. I'm sorry, I don't know why, and I can't explain that. But they love to be lied to. They just tell you that they don't like to be lied to. They love that drama. They love that. If you're a person that's on the up and up, they're gonna call you boring. Now, a lot of people don't want to say this, but they're gonna call you boring. He don't do nothing. He boring. You ever seen a movie called Temptation? The dude, she on the phone with a whole nother man, And the other dude was like, he know you on the phone with me? She said, he don't do that. He don't care if I'm on the phone. He trusts me. And she was bored with that shit. You understand?
I understand because I've heard women tell men they're boring. I've had women tell me I'm boring where I was straight working, kids, studying, sleep. It might be boring, but when you're trying to reach a goal and you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to complete something, you don't need a distraction.
That's why I say you give a woman what she can handle.
Mm.
You figure out where she's at. Where she's at, that's what she can handle. That's what you give her. When you could be the perfect person in the world, but she might not want a righteous man. She want a man that's going to feel a certain kind of way. I'm going to tell you something. I know women that been waiting for men for 10 years to get out of prison and then sleep with nobody, didn't talk to nobody, just sat there and waited. And as soon as he got out, they broke up.
That's crazy.
I know that's crazy, but it's true.
It's control. I think that was control.
No, she enjoyed that situation.
No.
She remembered the old him before he went to prison. When he came out, he was a different person. But
I gotta agree with Taryn. It's control.
It's control. So when the person, they're gonna be faithful to you while you're in jail and stuff. That's what's gonna bring you back home, right, to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the same difference, like, it's control. Literally, you come back home now. Now that man is not just sitting in a cell. He's free to do whatever he wants to. So you had a hold on him while he was locked up because you can only do so much. So everything that our relationship is just based off of us talking and communicating. But when you come home, you're really dealing with that person face to face. So was all fantasy in the first place? But you have more control over that dude because he can't go nowhere.
Okay.
But they come out and you want to hold him in the house and he can't go see his friends and stuff. That's control.
That's right.
It's all control.
It's a good point. I gotta agree. But getting back to which is actually that control part, which you said actually is a key point in lying to somebody. That's actually a key point because think about it. The reason why a man is lying to the woman is because he can control the situation. Because if I lie, she doesn't really know what I going on, and I can get what I want out of her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually a key point because men lie to women because they don't want the rejection. They don't want a woman telling them, "No, I don't want to deal with you." If you got another woman, they don't. And a lot of men, a lot of these men, and I hate to say this, you got to stop listening to these fake ass podcasts and niggas online. I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of these niggas never had a woman until they got famous and had some money in their pocket, so they don't know shit about women. A woman will respect you, and a woman actually wants you more when you have a woman. These niggas don't know that. They ain't never had no women until they got famous and got some money. A woman will sleep with you on your mama's couch if she wants you.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter what car or house. I've been homeless and had women. If a woman wants you, it don't matter where you at in life. Okay? So I'm just not hating on nobody. I'm just keeping it real. Especially if you already got a woman, she definitely wants you. A woman likes a man that can get women and has a woman.
That is true.
A woman don't want no man that can't get a woman. Unless you just like kind of weird. You might be different, but not trying to be funny. You might be like not social. You know how some men are really talkative with women. Some men don't know how to communicate with women, but maybe he has a lot going on for himself, so you give him a chance, right? So,
do you feel like it's a woman's choice whether a relationship can exist, or do you feel like it's both?
100% woman choice. Woman control everything in a relationship.
I agree with that.
Men, we don't control shit. Men, because the thing women choose. But the thing is, men, we get into the relationship. The reason why women get in the relationship is for security. Men get into a relationship to have access to more of you. Whether it's communicating, physical, mental, we want a relationship with you to get more access to you. That's the only reason why men get in a relationship.
I'm going to say security because I'm a very secure person. When I want to be with somebody, I really want to be with them, point blank, and I want to I want us to, invest in each other. So when you're lying,
Mm-hmm.
that's a control thing too, because you're trying to control the situation with your lies.
Exactly.
So you're that's all control.
Especially when you're telling good lies.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're telling lies to the point where this could be true and it should be true. Like, let me give you an instance. I had a woman tell me that she just want a good man to help her with her kids, and that a man that's going to tell the truth, is going to be faithful to her. She was lying. That sounded like something that she would want in her position. But I don't know why she was lying about wanting these things, because when I got in the position to try to present those things, she became afraid. Why do you think she was afraid?
Well, this is
trauma. Different type of trauma. Bad relationship, so you can only trust a person so much. When you telling them,
no, she was telling me what I could handle.
Right. But that's really what she wants. But she's probably scared because all the lies. Yeah.
She ain't scared. What you think? Give me another answer.
No, I gotta agree.
Yeah.
I gotta agree with her, because it's the thing. You gotta listen. When you listen to women, they say, "I want this type of man," and then when you present that type of man, they fold.
They keep getting in these toxic situations.
They fold the men that actually
want the toxic situation.
No, she really don't. But she just it's probably just.
But what if they're used to toxic?
Yeah. So she's gonna keep allowing this and keep falling for the same man.
Do you think they want the toxic?
I don't think people want toxic. I think people are accustomed and comfortable with what they're used to. I used to like this one lady. I'm not going to say her name. Very nice lady. But she told me she wouldn't date me because she knows I'm not abusive. And all men she's ever dealt with was abusive. So she used to get abused as a child. Yeah. And I thought it was stupid until I listened to her and realized she had a problem. And you don't know that until you listen to somebody and you find out, oh, that's why you date these type of men, or that's why these men, some certain men only date women they can abuse, because that's what they're accustomed to.
Can I ask you a question? Since we're speaking about this, how men treat women. When I took a friend of mine, I ain't gonna say who, to a woman's shelter, they told me 90% of women, 90% of men hit women, right? Or have hit a woman before, right? So do you think that some women enjoy an abusive relationship, a physical abusive relationship?
Some are just.
Do you think some of them need that?
No. Well, I'm not going to say need, but like I said, some people are. If you've been abused your whole life, and I've talked to a lot of women as a kid. From a kid,
you don't know no difference.
That's like their discipline. Like you disciplining a child. Okay, I'm not going to act up no more. Like how you do a child, you discipline them, you don't do that again. With people that have been abused, that's how they feel like even when they get older. I need somebody who can abuse me and put me in my place because that's what I'm used to.
But do you think that people won't never say that because it don't sound good?
I think they won't say it because they're scared to take accountability for blaming this dude for whooping my ass, but you're allowing because that's what you're used to. So you're not taking
need her ass whoop.
No, you need some type of counseling.
Okay. Let's keep it. I don't think anybody. Hold on. Yeah, no. Some people need their ass whooped. Nothing else gonna work. I'm gonna keep it real. Some people need their ass whooped, and that's go for men and women. That go for men.
A lot of these men. A lot of these
disrespectful young men walking around here. Ass whooping will stop that right away. They just gotta get beat to the point where they can't do nothing.
I totally agree.
And they're gonna have to just shut the fuck up.
Well,
they don't know how to talk to people.
Do need that.
They don't know how to respect people.
Yeah, some people do need that.
Okay. I done met a lot of guys that was out of control with their mouth. They was out of control with everybody they dealt with. And the right person beat them so bad that they were so embarrassed that they watched what they said. And I'm not saying that goes for women so much. So.
No, I seen women,
but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Some people, go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
I think if you just need your ass beat, you need your ass beat.
I would say more men because it's the thing.
Men,
hold on. Don't speak.
It's better to do it to men because with certain men, because those men, a lot of those men didn't have a man disciplining them coming up, so that's why they're like that. But women, it's not good for them to get whooped like that because then they're going to expect the next man to beat them like that. And that's not good. So it's better for the men to get their ass whooped.
Well, do you think both need that?
No, you gotta, that's like when you raising a boy and a girl. You can't discipline them and teach them the same way.
I'm gonna tell you something about that. When you spoil a girl, you ruin the world.
But you can,
hold on.
Go ahead.
So many men have spoiled their daughters to the point that nobody can get along with them. Especially not a man.
But spoiled, right?
Because they want a man to treat them how their father treated them.
That could be going either way, though.
But there's
could be
a mother could do that to her son.
Yeah, so but the way.
Thing is not the spoiling, it's the raising. Spoiling and raising too. You can spoil somebody because you know what? You treated me so good, I'm gonna spoil you because you earned that. I was a spoiled kid, but I'm not a brat. I'm very respectful. You would never know that because I carry myself. Spoiling doesn't ruin girls. It's the knowledge and how you tell her to carry herself with men is the reason why that messes up. So men that spoil their daughters, yeah, they're gonna buy you everything, but you gotta tell them, hey, like I tell my daughter, when you want money, you come to me. You don't ask no man for money. The man that's spoiling his daughter is not telling her that.
Why are you telling her when she want money as a grown woman, or you telling her as a child?
As a child.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. That's correct. But you come up as a grown, I know men tell their grown daughters, I want you to go to school. I want you to get yourself together so you never need no man.
But see,
that's the wrong thing to tell your daughter. Hold on.
You're right.
Your daughter is going to need a man, but when she need a man sexually, she gonna have an attitude when he need her to. That's the problem. See,
I agree.
You telling her, I don't want you to ever need no man. So I'm gonna give you all of this so you'll be above a man and make sure that you don't never need him because the father that oversteps his boundaries. A woman's supposed to go from her father's house to her husband's house. Mm-hmm. But when the men say things like that, they go from their father's house to their own house. And when in their own house, they do a lot of things that they don't speak of. Do a lot of things to abuse themselves and to misuse themselves. And then after they did those things, they want to go find a husband and try to go to their husband's house. And the men don't want them.
And the thing is, that's part of line of protection because if you raise a woman, a little girl into a woman, or try to, excuse me, because a man can't raise a girl and turn to a woman because that's not his job. But if you're going to spoil your daughter and you pretty much don't lead her the right way, how to communicate with men, respect men, and understand that you're not the only one in the relationship that matters. Those type of women sometimes get their ass whooped. They're disrespectful. They talk to men any kind of way. And I'm not saying it's right to hit women. But with some men, ladies, listen, you can't say anything you want because some of these men will beat the retarded out you.
Hold on. It's not right for a bear to eat a person.
No, it's not.
But you know what you're dealing with. When you're dealing with, you know that bear is bigger than you, it's stronger than you. So you got to respect it for what it's capable of. A lot of these women don't respect men for what they're capable of.
They don't respect the person in general.
I know, but they don't respect them for what they're capable of. They saying because the cop told me that if you hit me, you're gonna get in trouble. So they taking advantage. Yeah, see, I raised a girl before, and I told her she to hit her brother and come back in that room and tell me he hit me when he hit her back. I said, well, I'm raising these boys not to hit girls, but I'm also raising you not to take advantage of the males.
Right.
You're taking advantage. Right. You go in there, hit him in the head with a skate. Yeah. So her pair of skates. And then when he get mad and come out there and want to hit you back, I'm going to let him hit you back. Because you're taking advantage of him and you're taking advantage of me and your mother. So we got a situation with you, and I got to fix that situation. So, but what I want to say is this. I had something else.
Yeah, it's definitely respect.
Go ahead. When y'all want to speak. Go ahead.
I definitely think it's respect because once you put your hands on anybody, you don't respect that person. Clearly, I'm not gonna put. If I love you, and I say I love you, that I don't want to hurt you. But the minute that you put your hands on me, whether it's a man or a woman, you're totally disrespecting me, and so you don't have no respect. So nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. But I can see being raised in an abusive household. That's what you grew up seeing, right?
Let me say this.
Yeah.
It's like, but I was raised to be independent, but I also saw my dad take care of my mom, and my mom always respected my father.
Well, look, let me say this: my daughter, if I have a daughter, I tell her I'm raising my daughter to be a wife. I'm not raising her to be. I tell her the most proudest day I'm gonna have with you is on your wedding day, because I know you follow the natural order of things. If you do not become a wife, you will be a disappointment to me, and that's what I'm gonna tell my daughter. And I don't care who like it, because in these times you gotta say that clear. You can't hint around to what ain't nobody gonna tell them that. Even if they go to the church or anything, nobody's pushing that. So you gotta sit down with your daughter and say, I'm raising you to be a wife. That's what I want you to be. I want you to be a wife. I want to give you away on your wedding day. And I want you to leave your father's house and go to your husband's house. I don't want you to bury me alone. When you come to my funeral, I want you to have a husband there with you to make sure you are properly protected under a man's custody. I do not want you to come to my funeral by yourself. If you come to my funeral by yourself, you failed the assignment. When men start telling, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
these are talks. These are talks we don't have. Hold on. These are talks we don't have.
With your daughter is in a situation where she's with this abusive man.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hold on. These are talks that we don't have in our community. We have talks about everything. Most girls learn how to twerk before they learn how to cook. We don't have. We got a broken situation, and we don't have these types of talks in our communities. We don't tell our daughters about being wives. We tell them, yeah, if you like that mother, you can be with them, but you don't have to. That's what most people are saying, and that's why we're in the situation we're in. But we need fathers to sit down and say, what would I do, Dad, to make you proud? I want you to be a wife. I want you to be married. I want you to raise a stable situation. And if you get with the person, you be a wife, and it don't work, that's a different situation. You know what I'm saying? If a girl tell me she got 9 kids and she ain't never been married, it's different than her saying I got 9 kids with my husband. It's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's definitely
a different level of respect.
Yeah, that's definitely different. I got
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, leave us a comment. Tell us what you think about men lying or women lying. And can the other person protect you if you lie to them? If you ever watch the show Fatal Attraction, Snap, and a lot of these shows, people do things dirty and behind other people's back. Even if you're not saying anything, but you're doing things, actions speak louder than words. It's still a lie. You know, people live double lives. We see it all the time. Men live double lives and have, another woman, a whole nother family somewhere else, And then when the other lady finds out, all hell breaks loose. Then you got families feud. So leave a comment. Tell us what you think about that. Follow us, Hit Show Podcast on Instagram. Our other promotion page is booming. We have over 35,000 followers on James and the Gang page, which you can also find on Instagram. Please follow us on there. Also, go to Instagram, follow Cyan the Madman, because he's coming back with the podcasting. Go to his YouTube channel. He has some very good, important subjects, especially about Black history and Black leadership. Very good videos. Educate yourself on that. Everybody's welcome. This ain't just about Black folks, because y'all know me. I love everybody. Hispanic, white, Puerto Rican. I don't give a damn. I love everybody. As long as you cool, I'm good with you, okay? We love everybody. It ain't just about Black folks, okay? So you can tune in with your kids and your family and whoever. Watch the show, like, comment, and share. If you'd like to support the show, it's a money sign. Hit Show Podcast LLC on Cash App. Y'all have a good day.